widening in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here. Mond under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mond. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way, because we know that could be a dangerous tactic, because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know those early holiday shoppers?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Haskins going up top.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Haskins.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Haskins will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, a I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mon going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mon looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Here's Mond. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's going to go down again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd down from the gun. It's Mond.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely. They did all of that and more. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line. scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Off the play fake, Mon. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action now. Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mon. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Haskins. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down at 15 after the false start. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On first down, it's Haskins. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mond. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Mond. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mond on the bootleg. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give is Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mond out of the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mond looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Mond. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, he gets free left side.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Ravens add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Haskins going to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Another run now for Nwangu. And some room to work. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you. But let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.